The yellow X means they've taken the survivors to one of the shelters.
Which shelter?
I'm not sure. Check. They take the people who didn't make it to the morgue they set up at the community center.
We're gonna find Mom. Your mom is gonna be okay, Danny. Come on. It's gonna be all right.
Night of the Twisters is a 1996 made-for-television film directed by Timothy Bond that was based off of a novel that was inspired by real events. On a fall afternoon in central Nebraska, meteorologist and Kansas State Tornado Center storm tracker Bob Iverson, played by David Ferry, follows a supercell thunderstorm towards a very rural area near a country road.
Stan, I'm confirming a storm moving southeast. Bizarre patterns, really picking up intensity. Possible twisters.
Bob notices signs of rotation. He relays his spotter information to a fellow meteorologist, played by Ted Simonette.
Stan, we've got a twister. It's forming not a mile from here, heading south.
Well, don't get too close. You're right, man. This is bizarre. As unpredictable as I've seen.
Soon, a tornado develops, with a family narrowly escaping to their cellar.
Hey! Tornado! What? Twister!
Honey! Sarah, come on! In the root cellar, hurry! It's coming this way! Come on, get in!
120 miles to the southwest in Bladesworth, Nebraska, teenager Dan Hatch, played by Devon Sawa, damages his bike while participating in a bicycle race at a fall town festival. Dan's stepfather, Jack Hatch, played by John Schneider, discusses the financial woes of his struggling sporting goods hardware store to his banker.
If I don't get this loan, Phil, I could lose my business.
Jack, the place has been in the red for years.
Well, things change, Phil. Hey, come on, I can bring it back. I got the great new promotional stuff.
Jack, your business hasn't been the same since the Big 8 opened at the mall. As your banker, as your friend, I'm asking you to cut your losses and get on with life.
A former college football star, Jack's athletic-driven mentality often clashes with Dan, who finds himself more interested in things like music and art.
It's just a dumb bike race.
No, it's not about what it is. It's about who you are.
Look, I'm not an athlete, all right? Now, we know that for sure, okay?
Danny, look, talent is God-given, but commitment, that's something you have to give yourself. Look, I hate to see you quit something that you haven't finished.
You know what? I hate it when you do this.
What?
This, what you're doing right now. I hate
All
when
I'm
you do
doing
it.
right now is I am telling you what I know is true. You need to get on that bike and you need to finish this race.
Look at the bike. The wheel is completely out of whack.
I don't care if you have to drag the bike across the finish line. Now you get on it and you finish the race that you started.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
You do it, Dan. You do it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Nevertheless, spirits are lifted when Dan wins a brand new bike in the town raffle. Dan often spends time with his best friend Arthur Darlington, played by Amos Crawley. Arthur and his two sisters, younger Sarah, played by Sumela Kay, and older sister Stacy, played by Laura Bertram, recently moved to Nebraska from California.
So, did Mom and Dad leave yet?
Yeah, big romantic weekend out on the lake.
Well, who's looking after you guys?
I'm in charge.
What could happen?
It's a nice bike, Dan.
Thanks.
Come on, we better get home before it starts raining.
Stacy, what?
Aren't we a little old for this kind of stuff?
She's a pain, Dan. Yeah. Like you're not completely nuts for her.
Bob realizes that the supercell thunderstorms are moving in a very slow, strange, anomalous, anticyclonic direction, and that he should head south towards Bladesworth.
Hell, we're predicting snow where you are. Now, what is going on here? These instruments don't lie.
Yeah?
And neither do I. I'm gonna document this.
Well, then head upstate.
No, downstate. I'm going to Bladesworth, Stan.
Downstate, Bob. This activity is moving northeast.
I'll call you and let you know what I've got. Over and out.
Jack's mother, Belle, played by Helen Hughes, tries to remind Jack not to be too hard on Dan, as he too was also a teenager who often dodged responsibility.
That was a million years ago, wasn't it, Mom?
Just the same. You treated responsibility like it was a plague. You did.
Okay. Point well taken, Mom. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Dan fears that Jack has little confidence in Dan's motivation and will put all of his focus on his baby brother, Ryan. His mother, Laura, played by Lori Hallier, tells him not to worry about Jack's high standards.
Was Dad pretty disappointed about the race today?
Dad'll be disappointed until the day you win the Heisman Trophy. He loves you very much, Dan.
You know, it's just... Sometimes I think that I should be...
He loves you. Nothing else matters.
She laments her frustrations to her single sister, Jenny, played by Jean Irwin.
Jack's hard on everybody, especially himself. He cares so much about the man that Dan's going to turn into. He forgets. He's not there yet, you know? He's still a boy.
Do you know how lucky you are? Swear what I wouldn't give to have your problems.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a great family, a husband who adores you, a couple of terrific kids. Be happy.
Jack arrives home as the weather begins to worsen.
You ever see what a meat mallet does to a porterhouse steak?
No. No? What?
Oh, about the same thing that a hailstone the size of a baseball does to a kid's bike. Especially a nice, shiny new one.
I'm sorry. This is totally hard. Are you kidding? I love storms. In California, you're lucky if it rains like once a year. You know what? This isn't an LA theme park, all right? Yeah! This is unbelievable. I love this weather. Hurry up. Yeah! Arthur, you totally lost it.
At work at the local diner, Laura meets Bob, who advises those inside to hunker down with the severe weather on the way.
I can be in Kansas in an hour and a half. Anybody who wants to survive the night can drive with me.
Most people killed by tornadoes are caught driving in their cars. A night like this, best place you can be is close to the basement or storm cellar. Could I have a large coffee to go, please?
Shirley? Kansas City Tornado Center. You heading up to Dannenbrock?
No, I think I'll stay around here for a while.
You don't think there's any chance of it heading our way, do you?
You never know. All you can do is hope for the best and prepare for the worst.
Concerned, Laura calls Jack, informing him that she has been cut from work and is headed home.
We got more waitresses and customers. You and me have been sprung.
Honey, did you hear that? I'm coming home.
Yeah, you want me to come down?
I'll get Jenny to pick me up.
All right. Take care of yourself, sweetie. See you later. Love you.
Me too.
Soon after, a weather bulletin reports of a tornado touchdown just 14 miles away.
Harold Ferguson with another KHAS weather update. A tornado has been reported 14 miles northwest of Bladesworth, and the National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for St. Paul, Dannebrog, and rural Howard County. Persons in these vicinities are urged to take every possible precaution.
After Jack unsuccessfully attempts to phone Grandma Belle, he decides to head out to check on her himself. Shortly thereafter, Laura calls telling Dan that she is stuck at the diner.
It's me, sweetheart. Put your dad on the phone.
Oh, he just went to check on Grandma.
Shoot. The phones are out at the bowling alley. I can't get in touch with your Aunt Jenny.
Well, is there someone else that can,
Not a soul. I'm the only one.
A nervous Arthur tries to calm his own fears.
Everything's gonna be fine. What do you know about tornadoes? Huh? You're from California. What can you possibly know? An A on my tornado report. Yeah, but you cheated. Okay, look. Dannebrog and St. Paul are both north of Bladesworth, right?
Yeah, so?
So tornadoes always move from southwest to northeast. This one can only possibly get farther away from us, not closer. It'll probably head off that way someplace. What is that? Okay, let's go!
As the tornado siren sounds, Jenny arrives at the diner to pick up Laura. But when her car refuses to start, the two run inside for cover. But not before Laura is injured by flying debris. Things outside continue to rapidly deteriorate.
Dad, there was this guy while I was trying to get the Weather Channel, and then the whole thing just went blank. What does that thing mean? Basically, it means we're in deep trouble.
Dan heads upstairs to get Ryan from his crib as a massive tornado approaches. Dan and Arthur take cover with the baby inside the basement as a massive twister destroys the home.
I think your mom's home. Miss Satch!
No, that's not my mom!
Down here!
That's not my mom!
Oh, man. Where are you going?
Come on, get in!
Laura and Jenny listen to a radio report that tells of a massive tornado impacting much of the area where Laura lives.
5 minutes ago, a twister ripped through the Capitol Heights area of Bladesworth, causing widespread devastation.
Settle down, honey. You know as well as I do. Jack's got everything under control. I gotta get home to my boys. If you go out there, you'll get yourself killed.
Climbing out of the rubble, Stacy and Sarah arrive, and Dan suggests that they head into town.
We're gonna die, Arthur.
Me too.
I'm so scared.
We should get to town.
What if it starts again?
That's right, we should hurry.
I'm scared.
Come on.
They find a deceased person who they assume is Jack based on his attire, only to discover that it is the man from the bank. They decide to take his car to head to the emergency center. Laura and Jenny arrive and search for their family, all to no avail. Bob keeps tabs on weather data from the center and finds himself attracted to Aunt Jenny.
She always felt guilty about working and leaving the kids. What can you do? It's the 90s and times are tough.
My sister's a single mother, 3 boys. I know what you mean. I shouldn't be sitting around here anyway. I'm supposed to be working.
Right, you're a
Meteorologist?
meteorologist. How nice.
And what do you do?
I'm an insurance claims adjuster.
I guess you should be thinking about a change of career.
Dan and Stacy take the car and run through a roadblock to search for Jack, who unbeknownst to them has been pinned underneath his truck. However, the threat of tornadoes continues as Bob tells the media that the rare storm system is stationary, leaving them all at the mercy of the night of the twisters.
We have tracked 1 tornado. It's at least a 5 on the Fujita scale. It's anticyclonic, which is the opposite of 99.9% of your tornadoes in this hemisphere. The whole storm system has been moving from the northwest to the southeast, which I personally have never seen before. That is, when it's moving at all.
In 20 years, this area hasn't had a twister in the fall. What can you predict?
All I can say is this storm is a monster, and it's not behaving in any predictable way. It's just sitting right over the city. At this point, your prediction's as good as mine.
This movie was based on a novel which was based on real events. On the night of June 3rd, 1980, an outbreak of tornadoes struck near Grand Island, Nebraska. In just 2 hours, 7 tornadoes touched down in and around that town, including 3 that rotated anticyclonically, that is, clockwise instead of the typical counterclockwise that we have in the northern hemisphere. The strongest tornado was the 5th one that touched down. which was rated an F4 on the Fujita scale. In total, 5 people died in Grand Island, and 200 were injured, with more than $285 million worth of damage. Grand Island area residents often referred to the event as the Night of the Twisters. Much of the rubble and debris left by the tornadoes was placed in a landfill that forms Tornado Hill, a popular biking and sledding spot that still resides in Grand Island, Nebraska. This event inspired a 1984 young adult novel by Ivy Ruckman. The novel was then adapted for this movie. The book is different than the movie in a few ways. In the book, Dan is 12 years old. In the movie, his age is never really mentioned. I think he's supposed to be more in his mid-teens, maybe 15, 16 years old. In the book, Arthur is from California and has 6 sisters. In the movie, he has 2 sisters. On May 17, 2026, a high-end EF3 tornado severely impacted southeastern Howard County. Despite severe damage, there were no fatalities reported. Although the film is set in Nebraska, it was actually filmed in Kleinburg and Schomberg, Ontario, Canada. The movie was filmed in 1995. In the film, Dan talks about how his stepfather, Jack, is disappointed that he isn't his little quarterback. In the 1994 film Little Giants, Devon Sawa plays a quarterback. Dan tells Arthur, just because you know the future doesn't mean you can change it.
Did you want to know? Good stuff or the bad stuff? Either one. I don't know. No, I don't think so. I mean, just because you know something's going to happen doesn't mean you can prevent it from happening, you know?
4 years after the premiere of this movie in the year 2000, Devon Sawa would go on to star in the horror thriller hit film Final Destination, about a teenager who has a premonition about a plane crash and then begins to cheat death, changing the future.
I have to see it. And if I see it, then I intervene. And if I intervene, I cheat the design.
But intervene? What are you, God now?
God's not afraid to die. Gods don't die. We do.
Helen Hughes, who plays the character of Grandma Belle Hatch, would find herself cast in small comedy roles throughout the mid to late 1990s, including movies like 1995's Billy Madison and Tommy Boy.
If this factory goes under, the whole town goes under.
And that's when the whores come in.
Excuse me, what was that?
Not again.
Men laying their trick money down, $20 to pay the rent. Maybe instead I'll spend it on the whore.
Frank, I really don't think we have any choice.
Maybe I can help. I will. I'll go on my dad's sales trip.
I'll be damned. Whores running around doing their little behind shake for the menfolk.
I kind of like her idea.
Night of the Twisters premiered on the Family Channel on February 11th, 1996, as the channel's first original movie. It was a large ratings success for a made-for-cable television film and would air on the Family Channel, which would later become Fox Family, ABC Family, and Freeform till the year 2004. The success of this broadcast led to a VHS release by Good Times Home Video on May 15th, 1996, and a DVD release April 4th, 2006. By coincidence, just a few months after this movie came out on cable television, the hit film Twister was released into movie theaters across the country, starring Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt. Twister would become the second highest grossing movie of 1996 and make $499.2 million. I remember 1996 being a big year for tornadoes and aliens. I first saw this movie when it was brand new on the Family Channel in 1996, and I loved it. I've always been fascinated by severe weather, even as a kid. I remember my family and I enjoying this movie throughout the late 1990s, and it really works. For a made-for-television film, it's really good. The music is good. There's an eeriness to the weather that's really spooky. Back in 1996... you could get cut off from the outside world easier than you would even a couple of decades later. And since there's nothing you could do to ever stop Mother Nature, tornadoes make a really good villain for a film. I highly recommend the 1996 made-for-television film, Night of the Twisters.